Hi, I'm Caroline, and today I'd like to share with you some movement you can take seated in a chair. So, movement and exercise can really help support our physical health, but also our mental health and well-being. So, to begin with, we need to find a comfortable seated position on a firm chair rather than a sofa, and the feet need to be flat on the floor. So, maybe you're wearing socks, maybe you're wearing shoes, that's okay. Just making sure the feet are on the ground and taking a moment then to find some space in the upper chest and the upper body. And by that I mean we're trying not to slouch, we're trying to sit really beautifully tall. And the first exercise I want to invite you to share is a clenching of the fists. And this is just an example of how our muscles can feel very, very tight. So as we clench our fists, you may feel straight away everything's kind of tightening up, feeling quite tense. And then as we gently relax our fists, you may notice a sense of relief. So as our muscles get quite tight in our body, that can create stress in the body. It can make us feel quite tight and anxious. It also means it's harder to get some sleep. So I'm going to take you through some movements that can help you support kind of sense of lengthening and space in the body and relaxation. So as we sit up tall, the hands can rest wherever feels comfortable for you. And we're going to begin to work through the head and the neck. So first of all, we're going to look towards the right hand side. Come back through center and look towards the left. We'll come back through center, and then we're going to tuck our chins towards our chest. And slowly back to center. And then we're going to take the right ear towards the right shoulder. So you can decide how far you make each movement. So we're always working with our own bodies and in our own limits. You may find you feel a little bit of a stretch down the left hand side of the neck and shoulder. Coming back to center, and then the left ear's moving towards the left shoulder. So we have lots of muscles around the neck and the jaw that also help us breathe. So really important to be able to stretch and relax the muscles so we're able to breathe a little bit more freely. Coming back to center, and we're going to take a very gentle twist through the spine. So the left hand is coming towards the right knee, and the right hand is going to hold onto the chair or back of the chair, wherever feels comfortable for you. And we're taking a slightly bigger twist now. So we're looking towards the right hand side, and maybe you twist round a little further. So making sure there's no pain. Everything feels comfortable for you. And we'll slowly come back through center and move to the left hand side. So this time, the right hand is coming to the left knee. The left hand's coming to rest or hold onto the chair in a position that feels comfortable for you. And we're looking towards the left hand side. Maybe even look a little further round. Just making sure you feel comfortable where you are. You may notice one side feels a little different to the other. So depending on if you're right-handed or left-handed, one side might feel a bit tighter because it's used a bit more. And then we'll slowly come back to center. We're going to give ourselves a hug. So we're going to extend our arms out to the side of the body, soft elbow, so a bent elbow, and then we're going to give ourselves a big hug. And we're going to take that 2 more times. And each time you give yourself a hug, can you think about bringing the other arm on top? So changing arms each time. Maybe as the arms come out, they go a little further back. And last time. And we can release our hands back to our lap, wherever again feels comfortable for you. We're going to take a little side stretch now. So I'm going to take my right hand down towards the chair. It's just going to hold onto the side of the chair. And I'm going to lean towards the right hand side. It could be a small movement, it can be a very big movement, but what we're going to do is make sure we can still feel us sitting on the chair, still feel the contact with the chair. So nothing else is lifted, we're just moving towards the side. Coming back to center and taking that on the left hand side. So the left hand comes down towards the chair and we're leaning over to the left. And slowly coming back to center. We're now going to make a sort of hunchback. So we're going to almost try and pull our shoulder blades apart. So we're bringing our shoulders together in the front of the body, kind of curving around. So we're just going to a slouching position. And then we're going to open up. So the shoulders come back and up, and we lift through the chest here. So it's a kind of opposite position. And we're going to take that 3 more times. So curling our shoulders around, coming into a sort of hunched position, looking towards the floor. And then we're opening up the shoulders again, almost trying to get the shoulder blades together. And we'll take that 2 more times. So coming into our hunched position. And then coming into a more open space. 1 more time. So you may notice we're working with the shoulders, but also the spine. So our spine helps us sit straight. It's really important to look after our spine. Coming back to center as our spine helps us breathe as well. So we're going to draw our right knee in. And this is my right knee. So we're going to start here and give our right knee a hug. So finding any position you can. It might be quite low down. It might be quite high up in the chest. Again, working with your body. And just here, you can maybe bring your feet and ankle into the movement as well. So you can point and flex the right foot. And maybe you can make some circles as well. And if you do make circles, take a couple in one direction and a couple in the other. Release the right leg down and give the left leg a hug. So again, just reaching to wherever you can. And maybe you bring some movement to that foot as well. If you take circles to the ankles, a couple in one direction and a couple in the opposite direction. And gently placing the left foot down. And we'll finish with our hands on our belly. And we're going to take a big breath in through the nose if that's possible, and we'll sigh the breath out. So taking a little bit of time there to bring some movement into your day. Thanks for joining me and practicing with me.